Hey Tundra Nation, welcome back to another episode of Ask Tundra Nation, the show where you guys, the fans, get to have your questions answered, sometimes live on the air, sometimes recorded through questions with me, or on the video with me. Oh shit, who's here?
Oh, Tyler.
Is it Oleg?
Tyler.
Oleg, what happened, dude?
Fuck, Tyler, I need a place to hide
Come
for
here,
like half hour.
Come here.
Блядь.
Are you okay?
Нет.
Man, what happened?
Had another harebrained idea.
Yeah?
Da.
Like Venezuela last week?
Da.
Yeah?
Friend of mine, Spanish Mike, he recommend, fuck, that hurts. He recommend copper theft as way to go for more money. So, I went to hockey rink, all closed. Melted the ice, went to steal.
Went for the cooling pipes.
Yeah,
right on,
went
man.
to steal, but Pee-wee hockey team was still in arena.
Oh, last week it was a baseball bat? This week? Does that give you PTSD? Yeah, it's okay, Oleg. Hey, I got something that's going to cheer you up, buddy. Actually, we've had a lot of people asking for an Ask Tundra Nation segment with Oleg, so just very conveniently, it's awesome that you're here. You said you need about a half hour to lie low. That Pee-wee hockey team on the loose looking for you?
All the moms and minivans.
Right on. Well, Oleg, I'm happy to have you here. You think you can stay on your feet for, you know, a half hour?
Is that will help.
Yeah, hey man, you know, since you're here, I was going to save this for myself, but why don't you enjoy yourself a cold little drink? Bingo, baby. Well, hey man, let's dive right into some of the questions here. Very conveniently, a lot of questions this week for Oleg. It's almost like we planned this. Man. You know, actually, before we dive into those questions, Oleg, some people out there don't know who you are. We got a lot of new people to the Discord. We got a lot of new people here to the channel. And why don't you tell us a little bit about your backstory, who you are, what you did, what you do, how you get yourself into Pee-wee hockey matches and get clubbed in the knee for the second week in a row.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Меня зовут Oleg. I am 30 years old from Irkutsk in Russia. And long story short, I joined military, ended up becoming contractor later on, met this guy, and been very good friends ever since. Many
dubious and disreputable experiences we've had together.
And he got out of game, I'm still in game. And as you can see, both my knees have had, you know, bludgeoning experiences lately, and it's not fucking fun.
Well, right on. Well, thanks for the little history lesson there, Oleg, on who you are and how we met, man. It was, you know, we've had some good times. We've had some good times, huh? Right on, man. Well, let's dive into those questions here. Let's get the phone out and running. We'll get into the first question here for Oleg. Interestingly enough, N7X Ranger would like to know, Oleg, how's your knee doing?
Yet worse than before, because now both are fucked.
So it was the other knee, it wasn't the same knee.
Yet the left was last week, this week right.
Yeah, you got some ice on both, you know, get some ice on both of them this week?
Need more of this.
Ah, there you go, huh? Cheers, huh? The next question also comes from N7X Ranger, kind of a two-parter. Well, this is the second part of the first question. He'd like to know, Oleg, what would your ideal loadout for a deployment be? So obviously we see you're pretty well kitted up here.
9mm for subgun, very good for urban combat.
Those Pee-wee hockey shoulder pads.
But if I'm going to sandbox, 5.45 by 3.9 through a AK-74.
Yeah, a little 7N39 for you.
Preferably with underbarrel grenade launcher. Loaded with thermobaric rounds.
Thermobaric rounds for the grenade launcher. If the grenade launcher wasn't enough, thermobaric.
VOG 25T.
There, T. Very good. Equipment-wise, what are you going to run? You know, let's say you're back going over to bad guy land, right? You know, what kind of equipment are you going to be running?
Ballistic helmet.
From who? Are you a Team Wendy guy? Are you
lately been partially to MTech because they are newest and hottest. But if not them, OpsCore. Yeah, OpsCore. So I am ordering an OpsCore fast helmet here pretty soon. Very good. So we'll have one of those for the channel coming up. What else? You gonna run night vision? Night vision. RNVGs, white phosphorus.
You actually have some right here. The old school.
PVS 7, very old school, very dusty.
Very dusty.
Very dusty.
Very dusty.
But white phosphor RNVG.
Yeah.
Very good for seeing in very, very dark conditions.
I have an Ask Tundra Nation question. For Oleg. So we hear a lot about the different types of night visions, the generations, the different types of like phosphor and all that stuff. Like, what does all that stuff mean? And specifically, like, okay, you got a white phosphor, you got a green phosphor. Like, how does that affect what you see?
Well, green phosphor is original. Harder on eyes, will cause more headache. Stretches eyes out more. White phosphor, easier on eyes, easier to see, won't give headaches as quick. Also better quality because it's newer. Lot of white phosphor, very popular nowadays. That's what I'm going to get next.
Right on. You're going to find a lot of that in the newer generation, I'm assuming?
A lot of PVS 14s, PVS 15s, RNVGs, DTNVGs.
One of the other questions that I get asked a lot, and I'm not a night vision expert by any means. You're kind of my night vision go-to guy. What is kind of the difference in the generations? So, like, we got the PVS 7s. That's a Gen?
Those are
like 0?
Yeah. The original design of PVS 7 is Gen 2.
Yeah, 2.
But that one with the current tube and assembly actually make it Gen 3, but is still overused and old and B2 shit.
So what is it just like a perception of quality difference?
It's internals and how recently they were made.
Right on, right on.
Like L3 Omni tubes, Gen 4, very good. But don't take my word. I just receive what I on social media. So.
That's always something I've really wanted to know a little bit more about, but never had.
Yeah, may I make plug?
Sure, plug it.
On Instagram.
Not me though.
On Instagram, there is account SureShot Night Vision. If any questions, contact him.
Outstanding. I will most certainly be contacting this person. I'm just look at that picture of you. That is majestic as shit, right?
Good picture.
Yeah, it's not like we didn't take that 10 minutes before this video was made.
Reminds me of time in Contractor Academy.
Yeah, did Contractor Academy have all that sound foam on the wall?
Yeah, but I mean, we all took pictures of each other and
just looking badass.
I mean, what else are you going to do when you're a young kid and you get the gun? I mean.
Right on.
Fuck.
That's what you got to do. Next question is going to come from... This is coming from El Senor Loco. PSA AKV versus the Kalashnikov Vityaz, or KP9. From Oleg's point of view. Also, has he ever lived in Phoenix? My neighbor was named Oleg and got me into Counter-Strike.
Bliet, I go with homebrew Kalashnikov Vityaz. Like, I cannot go against that.
We do disagree on some topics.
But, you know, we all entitled to be wrong sometimes. And yet have never lived in Phoenix. Phoenix is too hot. Monument to man's sins.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so outside of just being the OG Kalash pistol, right? What else makes you favor the KP9 or the Vityaz over something like the PSA AKV, which is far superior?
Well, I believe you had PSA AK?
I have currently. It's not in functioning order right now.
That is why.
Nah, fair enough. You know what? Can't argue. Mine shredded its recoil assembly. And due to my laziness and...
Which I am not putting on PSA. That is,
no, I think it was a lemon.
Happen.
It was a lemon.
Some things just happened. Easy to forgive.
For those who don't know, yeah, it shredded its recoil assembly. I believe it was a faulty recoil guide rod. There was a weld on that guide rod that broke and caused the recoil spring and the guide rod to collapse in on itself.
Next question.
To the best of my knowledge, would you? It's my show.
It's
my show, Oleg. Okay? Easy peasy. To the best of my knowledge, I'm the only person, Oleg, who's ever experienced that. Next question. I get to say that. That's my line. N7X Ranger wants to know, again, besides the Tokarev, what are some of your favorite military surplus rifles?
Tokarev is a rifle?
I guess he did say rifle specifically, I think.
Military?
No, he didn't say rifle. I imagined that. He said military surplus... military surplus guns.
Personally, impartial to PPSH and PPS 41.
43 or 43 and 41. PPSH 43 and 41.
I like those two a lot. If you can get an automatic, kind of hard in states because of laws and import restrictions. But also, I really like Infield #1 Mark III.
Oh, so you go
way back to World War I. Yeah,
man, you go British. Wow,
it is good rifle.
No Mosin Nagant on that list.
You have to assume I have Mosin.
Well, I mean, literally everybody out there has a Mosin.
It is safe to assume. But yes, breaking mold. Excuse me. Infield #1 Mark III it's classy gun.
Right on, man.
You know, it reminds me of Gallipoli.
Ah, very good. A little classic history there. What else? What else? You know, take us through the ages.
1911.
Oh,
Martini Henry rifle.
I give you that one.
Zulu.
I'll give you that one.
Great movie when they sing Men of Harlech at the end of battle. Very inspiring.
Is that like listening to the old Soviet national anthem for you? A little bit. I
am preferable Kalinka. You know, it's a good song, make you want to scream. Surplus. MG42.
Yeah.
Hitler's buzzsaw. Very fast, very fast.
Any other Russian guns that maybe some less common ones out there that you're a big fan of?
Nagant revolver.
Nagant revolver. Ah, the old gas-sealed cartridge.
It is what they shoot Rasputin with.
Yeah, and it's one of the only revolvers, allegedly, that can be suppressed, right?
Nowadays, I think somebody could probably do that.
I think so. A little bit easier.
But in that day and age, very technological advance.
Very nice, very nice. We're gonna switch the stream up a little bit, or switch the gears up a little bit, and go with a Tundra Tactical Ask Tundra Nation question. Which is worse, coming from Bootmaster Ranger? Which is worse? Fuzz constantly shilling the 1911 and M1A, or me constantly shilling the AMD 65 and Beretta M9? Well, Boog, I think you know where I'm going to go with this one, and it's you, because you talk very loud on the streams and on the Discord. My ears bleed occasionally, but I do love you still, and your shilling of the AMD 69 and Beretta M9, while comical, does not get old, so continue doing it, sir. We got another Oleg question. Trauma would like to know, Oleg, in Russia, do you own the guns, or do the guns own you?
Guns own you because you spend much money on them. Eventually, you just have to baby them like children.
Sure. Yeah. I can understand that.
You must take care of.
Arms Get Me Hard would like to know, is Oleg getting tired of questions asked specifically for Oleg?
Yet, just don't ask questions about personal identity. That is very dangerous game.
Big no-no. You know, he's an active contractor. We got bad guys looking. You know, we got a Pee-wee hockey team looking for him right now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you hear those minivans revving their engines outside.
Playing Shania Twain is a nightmare for me.
That is rough. All right, let's see what other questions we have in here. Obviously, you guys know that this is unscripted, so bear with me a little bit. A shower gun. Get out of here, gun bunny.
Yet valid question. Must always be ready for Dagestani.
Okay. You want to take this one? What's your ideal shower gun / shower setup?
Ideal shower gun, handgun, because it's small, compact. Preferably, do you remember that underwater pistol that the Russian designed back in like 80s or 70s? One of those. Because if you're going to have shower gun, might as well flex with ultra unique gun and make it that crazy underwater gun. Because what if I want to take a bath instead?
I got a great question coming up for you again from N7X Ranger. He's getting his time in the sun today because
we're going to have to start charging him for time.
Right, I know. But this is, Oleg, you are not an insubstantial person.
Are you saying I'm fit?
Yeah, in a nice way.
Bleed.
I did it in a nice way. Okay, give me that at least.
This is about to be smash.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. Remember, I shoot back too.
Your bottle is bigger.
So, N7X Ranger would like to know recommendations for plate carriers / load-bearing equipment for CCC thick boys.
Yeah, that is a tough question.
Yeah, well, I asked you.
You might want to just ask around, find companies that do custom work. Like I can't remember if I recommended a few weeks ago, but Hussar Ltd.
Excellent choice.
In Poland.
Yes. My
fraternal communist brothers. Very good company. Very, very nice people. Very friendly. Ask them. They are on Instagram at hussar.ltd.
There you go. That's also something that I would recommend too. Those guys are fantastic. They've taken very good care of us in the past. Yeah. And tonight, which is Saturday, you guys will be seeing this probably you guys will be seeing this the following week. But previously on the Tundra Tactical livestream, episode number 99, we'll be opening a Polish MRE live on the air. Yeah. That was given to us
many years ago.
Yeah, probably 2 years ago now at this point. Three or four? Jesus Christ. No, it's not been 3 or 4.
It's maybe been closer to 3.
Probably closer to 3. I still think we're in the 2-year range, though, because I was going back through.
Remy and Simon and Marcus sent that over.
With a ton of like Polish candy. By the way, you Poles out there, if you Poles are watching, you guys got some good damn chocolates. I will say that. And wafer cookies. Those wafer cookies were insane.
Jeski. Very good.
several would like to know, how big is your igloo in the tundra? The good news is it is big enough to fit Oleg. Another fat joke there for you, by the way. It's big enough to fit Oleg because Oleg, not only is he my meat shield, but he's my enforcer. He is my enforcer. Oleg is the guy that I send out with the volley on to scare off all the softies. Okay, and that way the only people, you know, the only people that make it through Oleg, I know they're real operators. So then we got to step it up, right, Oleg?
No one make it through me.
No one make it through you. You're still breathing, so I mean, at this point in time, you know what's really annoying about running Discord on your phone is every time you it rotates, it goes to the bottom. So I got to scroll up every single
Keep vertical.
Time. There was a great question up here. Okay, so Creeping Iron would like to know. This is an interesting question. I think this is a question specific to the Tundra Nation here. Creeping Iron would like to know, will there be a pamphlet to help distinguish the Tundra Tactical high-ups for the new community members, or do I just have to watch every Tundra Tactical video? I would say watch every Tundra Tactical video. However, one of the reasons why we impromptu decided, completely not set up in advance, to do this Ask Tundra Nation segment was so that you guys could get to know Oleg. It just happened to work out that way. It's very convenient. It didn't at all call me on the whip antenna there and say, hey, I'm really interested in doing an Ask Tundra Nation segment. He decided to go raid a Pee Wee hockey arena. By the way, which hockey arena was it? Was it?
I'm not going to say because bad idea. Don't want to encourage.
No. Okay. Fair enough. Plus, they're missing probably a few copper pipes.
I don't want to link myself to a crime scene.
Fair enough. Let's see. Funniest workplace story. I'm not telling those stories.
You've already heard two of mine.
Oh, okay. This is a good one. So this is a hypoluxia question. Specific
Another
to me.
chrome dome.
Yep. Right. With a beard, by the way. Good-looking beard, too. Hypoluxia would like to know, we're coming up on a year of you and I doing this together. Oh, yeah. What has been your favorite thing about doing the show together? So, let's see. Yeah, it's been about a year now, and for those of you guys who don't know, Hypoluxia is the co-host of the live stream, very soon to be a little bit more heavily incorporated into the channel once I move out to Nevada to be a little bit closer to him, work at his casino, that type of stuff.
It make me sad.
Yeah, but hey, desert training opportunity. Desert training opportunity. And mountains.
Make sure you have desert night camo.
I'll have to rely on you to bring me some of that down because you're my source on the desert night camo.
I am.
But Hypo, I think the best thing about having you on the show for the last year is how much easier it's become to not just shoulder the entire tundra burden, as weird as that might sound. Being able to split that with somebody else, and damn it, the show's just better for having you on. That's all I got, man. It's good to have you here. It makes things a shitload easier. Let's see. Of course, it went back to the bottom again. Is Bootmaster drunk? When is he not drunk?
Always.
My goodness.
Always he is drunk.
Mario Mechanic Molina would like to know for Tundra Tactical, if you had the chance to talk to Tobias Forge, what would you ask him first? Tobias Forge is the lead singer of my favorite band, which would be Ghost.
I thought your favorite band was Stevie Nicks.
Well, I mean, you know, little bit, you know, depends on the day type of deal. Very polarizing, but very polarizing. Man, that is a really good question, and I feel like the best answer to that is probably going to require more than like an on-demand answer. But I would ask him something to the effect of like how he made it through motivational issues. You know, there's believe it or not, there's actually a lot of work that goes into making YouTube videos. A lot of work and a lot of money if you want to do it right. I mean, I think collectively with your contract money and everything that I put into this, we've put in about 60 grand into. That's mostly for me.
Tax evasion.
Oh no! Don't worry. We're caught up. We're caught up. Yeah, we're caught up.
Don't want IRS on my ass again.
You're not even a citizen. I'm just throwing them under the bus. All kinds of crazy today. But yeah, we put about 60 grand into this so far, and yeah, it's a challenge to make it all back. But at the same time, that also, you know, it kind of weighs on you. And there are certain days where I wake up and I'm like, man, you know, I don't know if I want to film a Tundra video today. Maybe I just want to sit down and play video games, or maybe I want to go hang out with the wife and the daughter. And I do find a way to power through most weeks and get a video out to you guys now that we are officially back. Thanks to the help of guys like Oleg, thanks to the help of the guys on the Discord, Hypoluxia specifically, N7X Ranger, Bootmaster, motivating me to get up off my ass and do stuff. But I would ask him, you know, he's probably dealt with a lot more motivational issues, you know, doing the grind, being a professional musician.
Touring across country. And
day after day, bus after bus, grind after grind. So I would ask him, like, how do you deal with that, and how do you stay successful? That would be my God's honest answer, or ask to that question.
It's good.
Let's see. We covered the best shower gun already.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, arms get me hard. Your kind of person right there. Arms get me hard would like to know, grilled salmon or pan-seared trout? Also, what is your opinion on Spam and curried rice?
Блядь, Spam and curried rice together or separate?
He did say and, so I'm assuming it's all one thing.
Grilled salmon. That is good.
Mm-hmm.
I like Spam, but prefer it with macaroni and cheese.
Oh, interesting. So kind of like the adult kid. You know, just a little bit spiced up.
You
a little
can
bit.
Always have macaroni and cheese. It's not that to be for just kids.
Well, I know, but it's a kid's thing. It's something that you hold on to. It reminds you of where you came from.
Or also, if you are broke as fuck like I am.
Or that. Oh, that contract? I mean, sorry.
You just
IRS.
said fuck on TV that we spend $60,000 fucking dollars.
I didn't say we. I didn't say we.
Yet.
He did contribute. Love you, Oleg. All right, let's see if we can get a random one. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Do you think you could see yourself? So Dan the Defiler says, do you think you could see yourself being, or have you ever been fatigued? Oh, okay. Do you think you could see yourself being fatigued, or have you ever been fatigued by the AR rifle platform? You have some experience with AR.
I have experience with many weapon systems. And AR can be fatiguing because occasionally, like, any gun can have failure. Any gun can have failure. Yeah. People who think their gun will never fail because I bought such and such a part.
They're just not running it hard enough.
Or they fucking suck, so fuck them. But my problem is, most consistent failure I have with AR-15 when I do torture test is double feed malfunction, or when casing gets stuck back in bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So go like that, maybe. I don't know. I can't think of correct term. But when it go back into the bolt and gets really stuck, then you were fucking done.
Or you get one of the ones that dive up into the track for the charging handle.
That is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, it's literally the worst. Like you're sitting in there with a screwdriver.
You might as well like shoot your friend, take his gun, and then go back into fight.
That is the real Russian way to do it, right? Sorry, Igor.
At that point, there's primal instinct. I need to survive.
Well, you know what, guys? I think that's all the time we got for today. We're going to close it there. Thank you for tuning in to another Ask Tundra Nation segment. This time, the Oleg special, the impromptu even, Oleg special. Not planned at all, I promise. Tune in next week where we have another video where we still don't know what the fuck we're doing. Cheers, guys. Boom. Tundra Nation. And cut it.